herniated disc is one of the most common spinal diseases that can lead to mild to severe pain in your neck or back. There are 24 vertebrae in the spine. These vertebrae are connected by several joints, which allow you to bend, twist, carry loads, and absorb shock. The main joint is a flexible cushion between two vertebrae called an intervertebral disc. The intervertebral disc is comprised of a soft gelatinous center surrounded by a tough outer wall. When the gelatinous core pushes out through a tear in the fibrous wall, the disc herniates, adding pressure to the surrounding spinal nerves, which causes pain. A herniated disc may be caused by simple wear and tear from repeated movement over time, or disc degeneration. With age, spinal discs lose some of their water content, making it difficult to support the load from the above vertebrae. Other causes of a herniated disc may include long-standing trauma, stress fractures, congenital abnormalities. While it is possible for an intervertebral disc to herniate at any level of the spine, it most commonly occurs in the lumbar region or lower back. Symptoms include pain at the site of the injury, pain, numbness, weakness, or tingling in the arms or legs, pain that worsens when bending, twisting, and/or sitting, muscle spasms. If the herniated disc is located in the cervical spine or neck, other symptoms may include loss of bladder control, loss of coordination, a heavy feeling in the limbs, trouble balancing. If you feel you're experiencing any of these symptoms, you should see a physician for an accurate diagnosis. If a herniated disc is established as the diagnosis, your doctor may recommend one or more of the following treatments based on your individual condition. If your symptoms do not improve with other methods, your physician may suggest spinal surgery. Surgical solutions for a herniated disc may include the following.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Chronicles with your host, Christian Paul speaking. And welcome to another episode when it comes to the lumbar spine degeneration classification set that we are going to toy with here. So we are in the Spider Hub of Python 3.11, basically getting ourselves some deep analysis when it comes to deep learning, when it comes with image processing of certain like pictures of spines and everything else, and like the location of like where the degeneration took place and all that good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So what we have here, I've already done some code basically over a few weeks ago, dealing with analysis on how we're able to actually try and run certain models and actually get the efficient image processing on where the imaging is mainly located. So right now we're gonna actually have some fun dealing with this whole little deal here. So let's get everything mainly run up. So let's go start doing some importing, numping, and pandas, and see what we get out of this. Alright, instant. Now, we gotta try and import the OS files from our director file name, basically on my personal file name. I know everyone has their own file name. Whenever you actually download some stuff from Kaggle, you can definitely find that stuff out mainly on your own. So that's why I have all the stuff blurred out. But if you're able to actually download basically from Kaggle itself, all you gotta do is actually go through the file location and mainly look to see where it's at, and then utilize that file directly in that location in order to actually snatch that file and have that stuff right over. So we're also going to be doing those things as well. So let's see if we can try to process that out also. You see everything is actually mainly run with the sample location, seeing where everything is. Some of it is already done. OS is actually mainly taken care of with all locations and all of basically the photos that they mainly have here. So now let's go import the rest of these guys. So we got Numpy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, PIL, TensorFlow, sklearn, Keras, all this other deep learning stuff that they mainly have about. Let's run them down. Give it some time, y'all. Let's see if it's able to run, which will take a while. And as it keeps running, let's go have a little bit of quick pause, and then once everything's finalized, we'll get right to it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now that much of our deep learning packages, TensorFlow, Keras, and everything else is basically uploaded, now we want to try to obtain the images that we have given. Right, so let's see if we're able to actually import. So we have this function, and we want to give credit to basically one of the fellow dudes from Calgo that actually utilized this get image formula that made some stuff happen. So you want to use the get image directory where you utilize the file name, open the image, resize it to a certain size, do the array, append the image, and then you want to print out the error that whenever it had like stuff comes up, whenever they're not actually process the image that's available. So let's see what we get here. Already done. Now, we got 4 types of images that we need to get. LSD, OSF, Spider, and TSEG. So we want to get these images that's given literally down below. Sorry about that. Now we want to try and make sure that we process all of these types of images that's there. Let's see what we can find out of it. Alright. Yeah, give us some time. It's already loaded. That part is done. Now you want to look at the length of each vectors that's already in within those images. And then let's see if we run those too. Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be back, guys. Alright, so now that we know that the vector length is 478, let's go deal with these images that's already given. So we have a bunch of axles in which they're showing. We basically want to show the first couple of images for each section. So let's see what we can get out of here. Let's see how we gonna run this. Boom! Right there. This is basically where the stuff is here. So this is where the plot would be on how the image would mainly look. We should be able to actually see this stuff in a full view as to how it's mainly looking when it comes to those images with the MRI images in that format. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, let's see if we're able to actually do a little bit of a zoom in and see if we're able to actually do so here. So let me do a few things while we do so. 1 moment here. So if we're able to scroll down, you see all the x-ray images that they have based for each spine for each patient. You're seeing some of the images that they mainly have given towards these guys when it comes to degenerative spines for each patient that has been shown. Now let's focus more on like the training labels for each and the possible combination that they can mainly make when it comes to those images. Alright, now ladies and gentlemen, now that we have all the lengths that we see here with each of these guys, and I think one mistake that I made, I basically tried to do a combination with the length of the LSD rather than doing it with everything here. So we want to try and get them all individually before we move forward here. So length of LSD individually we know is 515. Length of OSF is 34. Length of Spider is 210. And the length of TSEG is 478. So we look at these 4 files full of images combined that they mainly have. So the length of the LSD we know is 515 images, OSF is 34, Spider is 210, TSEG is 478 images. So we're dealing with images that are basically around over 1,200 patients. 1,200 images worth of 1,200 patients that have basically certain HC. We don't know if they're actually the same ones. We have no idea. We're basically assuming it's basically around over 1,200 patients that are in this file. Right? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a full-on factorial combination of concatenates between 2 of the models that actually relate to one another. So basically you have basically 2 models joined of the 4. So it's basically like a combination of all 4 of these guys combined. Basically it would have to be done in a factorial manner, right? So you have, when you count LSD OSF as 1, LSD Spider, LSD CSEG, you're dealing with more like a factorial combination. take LSE out the way, OSF comes in, OSF Spire's another one, OSF TSEG is definitely another one. Basically combo, like two combos, that's definitely there. That's another probability. 3 times 2, get OSF out the way, and you're left with Spider and TSEG, basically more aligned with the 6 models. So you're dealing with a factorial number of 3 combined, giving us 6, basically giving us 6. I know it's a little bit about syntax, please forgive me for that. So if I were to go with the factorial, let me see if I actually get the formula here. But this will be the sign when it comes to 3 factorial, right? So 3 factorial, you're dealing with 3 times 2 times 1 is basically 6, right? So these are the combos that you're dealing with. We are dealing with 6 overall models that's based off of this, and see which one actually deals with the summary and see which one is the most efficient. And we're gonna go through each of these models by section and see how well they run. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on model number 1, LSD versus OSF. Let's roll with the images of the model that we have first. We got that installed. Now let's focus on the labels. See what we get up in here. But content not. That's done. Now we want to do a training model based off that dataset that's given. So we utilize TensorFlow, and now we have train number 1, model number 1 right here. Let's get that running. And now let's see what we get with the model summary that has been shown. Okay. And this is going to be the same one with the same testing throughout the 6 models that will be shown below. So I want to actually take note of that. And let's go to the hit. And when it comes to the model fit, see what we get. Let it load up for a bit. It's going to definitely take its time. Alright. Step is a little at 89% accuracy, 2/10, 93% accuracy. Getting a little higher. Okay. Same stuff, just getting there. Process is there. Okay. They got the meter steps basically at a high start. 9 out of 10 is basically at its highest at the 8th percentile. And now if we do the plotting and we see where it goes, to see where that leads. Yeah, excuse me on that. See where it goes here. We have our plot that shows loss versus the validation loss that we see up in the graph here. And I wanted to actually give you a quick note. All the graphs and all the plots and all the pictures will be shown on the side of my GitHub below. Alright, I just want to try and let you guys know in regards of that. Now let's go evaluate the model and see what we have here, because we need to actually form our prediction. Model evaluate 1818. 0.0839 the model, 0.9767. Relative X, relative Y. That's basically what's been shown here. Now if we go to predictor number 1, that's actually greater than, it's a convoluted neural network that's shown. Let's run that. 1010 is more efficient. Confusion matrix, let's see what we can get here. Knock that out. See how we can run this. It's running out now. We plot the figure and see what we get. And then we have to show the plot as well. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we got the little confusion matrix shown. And now we have to print out the report and see what we can find here. Alright, LSD OSF model accuracy about literally 90% approximately. And you see how precision it was given like the matrix C stores. And you're seeing all of this we call F1 support 515, accuracy 549, 90%. Macro is 47%. Weighted average is 88%. Recall 48. All of this information here for model number 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, model number 2. LSD versus Spider. Let's see if we actually get them going. It's actually gonna be running quicker because it's gonna be the same old repetitive stuff. But we are gonna breeze through this and we're gonna see how efficient this model basically runs with that prediction. Scrubbing down here. Yeah, same outcome. And now if you do train 2 versus validation data. And now we want to... Oh, I think I forgot one more thing. The accuracy of model 1. You're seeing that really right up in front of here. That's basically, I forgot to put that in there. We're gonna actually skip it a little bit too fast, but this is basically the accuracy of LSD versus OSF and epochs given their nature. As this continuously runs here, you're seeing the epochs there that's showing the efficiency of the data as we are looking at right now. My goodness. My oh my. Ooh, wow, the most efficient is the 10th one. Okay, now we're gonna focus on the plot of accuracy. Let's go run that here, see what we get. All right, this is our accuracy LSD versus Spider. A little bit way off, a little bit of a gap. Now we want to focus on the plot of the loss. See what we get here as well. Also a little bit more spread out. Now let's evaluate and see what we get with the prediction. 0039986. That's the coordinates. And then we got prediction number 2 coming up. See how fast it's running. Confusion matrix number 2 coming up. See what we get. Boom. Get the new plot of correlation matrix. See what we have. And then boom. 4. You're seeing a lot of this stuff that's shown here. Different values and variables. Let's focus on accuracy number 2. See what we get. 0.5848%. 0.5848%. Seeing all the precision numbers that you're seeing. Now if we compare this to the other one, 0.8998, model 1 is way more accurate than model number 2. Interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have model number 3, LSD versus TSEG. Get it in. All in real time, ladies and gentlemen. All in real time. See its efficiency here. Ooh. 0.9043 accuracy. Okay. Alright. Accuracy spiked on the second one and started improving on the third one. Still high. The loss is minimized. 100%. Wow. 100%. Also 100%. No. goodness, man. Come on. All right. And 6-7 spiked a little bit down, went back up. Y'all see it. Now let's go plot this son of a gun. All right, accuracy, validation accuracy is still high. You see the validation accuracy and the accuracy itself that's given. That's the accuracy here. Now let's go focus on the loss. Let's see what we have here. Right. All right, go back to plots. Spiked up, came close to validation loss, which makes it mirrors itself. Let's evaluate the model. Alright, very small, 100%. Third prediction. Got a third community matrix. See how efficient and very efficient it is. And then we plot, show it off. Very, very high with the confusion matrix. And now let's focus on the accuracy with the third model report. 0.5065. Off on, off on. Interesting stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Model 4 Spider versus OSF. Let's go do the same patterns we did once before. Now let's go through model 3, model 4, excuse me. See how efficient it is. Okay. 8402 is going up. I'm seeing all the accuracy and the losses. I'm seeing all that, right? Now let's go plot and do those comparisons. All right, now you're seeing all the dots that you're seeing here with the epochs, and now we're gonna see the loss of the two of those relationships. Now let's go evaluate the fourth model. 0.19 for prediction. Now we got to get the fourth confusion matrix in there. Knock that down. Get the plot figure out. Boom. Alright. Spider and OSF, that one is done. Now we need to print out that model report for the fourth model. 0.7705, getting closer to the second model, which is literally the most efficient, for sure. At the very least, it's 77% accurate, which is what you see here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on model number 5. Spider versus TSEG. So let's go bypass through all of this, save some time. And now go to the model. We know that now. We have to know about the history of it. And they doing the model fit. Let's see if they got any efficiencies going. Okay. Alright. Let's see how the stuff is running real smooth right now. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Up, down, you see a spike and see some of the loss. Now let's see if we can get some plots in with the accuracy and loss between that relationship. Yeah, spike up, down, up. You see the accuracy going up, coming down, and it stays consistent throughout. And you see actually up, down, boom. Now we go to the loss graph, and then you see it become literally sporadic all over the place. Now we want to evaluate this fifth model here, and it's basically very small, high number. Get the fifth prediction. See what we get. Okay, CM5. Knock this out. Get it out the way. Alright, now you're seeing again very high now with the confusion matrix now. And then we focus on accuracy number 5 for the fifth model report. Ooh, 0.5698, very low. So far, model number 2 has the lead still. You see it goes down, spike up, high, go down, go to the middle again, spiking up like peaks and valleys. Y'all noticing it, right? Now let's dig into the final model, TSEG versus OSF. We got that right here. Get that stuff scraped out. Now we focus on the model that's shown there. Get the model summary, get that shown. Use the history. Let's get the train data, get the data points as we need. You see it's continuing to run. Give it some time. You notice it's running very fast clip right now. There we go. All right. We getting there easily. Yes. All right. Yeah, it's on the rise and peak down. Lost it in a little low. Okay. All right. Now you're seeing all the epochs have shown. Now we're gonna do accuracy once more, one final time. Now it's getting a little bit higher with the accuracy. Now we want to show the loss one final time. Same thing, getting a bit efficient. It's not extremely sporadic. It's starting to become smooth and consistent. Go to evaluate the model here. Very, very small. Now we got the sixth and final prediction that's given. Alright. And then that's how we run the stuff that's there. 6 correlation matrix. Confusion matrix, the final one. And then that's running up here. Now we're going to plot the figure. Knock it down. It's a little bit low. Let's see what the accuracy is in the print the reports. 0.875. A little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But overall, model number 2, from what we saw, and as you saw through various clips, has the highest accuracy out of the 6. And we could still try to look to compare these two models, what's going on, but image-wise, it has the most accuracy based on like image processing and literally the whole 9 yards. So let's focus more with the coordinates on how some of that stuff mainly gets done. And there's gonna be like another part with this that there's like definitely more coordinates involved, where there's much more data visualization of where the points are mainly located. And I want to do a bit of a huge comparison utilizing Deeper in the Notebook as well as Tableau, which will literally provide a more and more detailed aspect when it comes to XY coordinates within the lumbar spine within certain grades. So that's something that we had to actually just really had to point out here. But image processing wise, overall, this is definitely has been a fun project to actually go through, which is extremely interesting, actually extremely fun to actually do, to be honest. And this is like a huge, big crash course of deep learning 101 as well as image processing. And take note, I've basically been a hold of image processing on and off literally since around 2011. Okay, during my undergraduate study, when I was doing the tear processing and film of the eye, as undergraduate research, that's utilizing MATLAB to do image processing. Python is literally MATLAB on steroids, but it's actually much easier to compute and code and everything else. Way more flexible, way more versatile than R. Now, can it get to MATLAB's level? That part I don't know. It probably may have, and maybe like more easy suited than MATLAB. But you gotta like literally retype all the pieces and do a lot of anticipatory stuff that is mainly held about. So this part is done when it comes with deep learning images. And what we're gonna do now is basically we're gonna actually literally focus more on the coordinates on how things are mainly run with Jupyter, both Jupyter Notebook as well as Tableau. It's gonna be really fun, ladies and gentlemen.